So these signs, the Bloomingdale Free Public Library signs, they're new. That was something that my mom was on the library board of trustees, and it drove her crazy that there weren't signs for the library. When she died, we instead of flowers, we asked people to donate money to the library, and people came out of the woodwork. I mean, some of her friends donated very, very generously, and to the Bloomingdale Foundation for Literacy, and then the money was spent on the sign. So it's super extra special to me that we now have our Bloomingdale Library signs. So this is a cool thing. Sloan Park had a big project. The town was flooding and the park was a mess and everything, and they did this big, gorgeous park renovation. And when they were digging and doing all this work, they found this stone with this like queen's head on it. And it was such a fun thing that everybody was so excited about it, because where was it and where did it come from? So there it is. It came from the Blanchard stone carving or something, and it's just one of Bloomingdale's artifacts that was found during the Sloan Park renovation. So if you have any leftover prescription medicine, it's really super important that it doesn't go in the garbage or just gets randomly left around. So it's recommended that it gets put into a pharmaceutical drop box. And right at Borough Hall, we do have one of these Project Medicine Drop. Prescription drugs are a serious problem. I mean, not just for addiction, but like you don't want it getting into the water system. So this is a drop box for any prescription medicine. So this display case is at Borough Hall, and it's all about the Bloomingdale Troopers on DeLazier Park and DeLazier Field. It's even said that Babe Ruth played there. We had our own baseball team, and a lot of the memorabilia is here that you can see, the pictures of the baseball players, the team, Bloomingdale Troopers. So that is some super fun Bloomingdale history, that Bloomingdale had their own baseball team, and they played right at DeLazier Field. And since we have such a great sports field there, a lot of, you've played there and your kids have played there. So that's part of Bloomingdale's rich history. These are like the discards from the library. So DVDs are 5 for $1, and you can buy these books, which is always so nice, especially if you're going to go on vacation or something, or you're going to be on the beach. I always, if I have a library book with me, I'd be a little nervous, but if I bought the library book, and then you can always leave it on vacation. This stamps. So one thing that the Bloomingdale Library has is you could rent out cake pans. So when you see all the different cake pans that to do with the icing, you could actually check them out of the library. I gotta see where they are, and I could show you some of them, but the Bloomingdale Library has cake pans for checkout. And then I'm looking at this. I wonder what these are for. I mean, I wonder if you could borrow them, the rubber stamps. I used to have the best collection of rubber stamps. Look at this DVD collection too. Oh, Charlene Harris. I love her. I should read her again. She writes these really cool. She wrote the Sookie Stackhouse. Look at some of this. These are some of the crafts that the library does. For the adult crafts, there are actually some really fun things. They take discarded books and they cut them. And it's a lot of work, but look at what you end up with. I mean, that is the joy. I mean, you have to be pretty sophisticated, but the snowman one, look how fun that is. Hey. Do you have the cake pans around that I can video?
The cake pans, you have to get the key, because we have them locked up.
Oh, so that people don't take them. And then, can I take one down and can we see what? I am your father. If you want to make a Darth Vader cake, instead of having to go buy the Darth Vader pan, you could check it out of the library. And I am sure there's instructions in here, and I'm sure that on YouTube there would be a video too. But it has everything that you need. You decorate in numerical order. So I mean, what a fun thing. And then there's a whole bunch of them. So I was just lucky enough to pick Darth Vader. The library has a lot of really excellent programs, and not just for little kids. There's of course the regular story times, and then there's crafts, there's book club, there's an adult book club. The library just teamed up with the Bloomingdale PTA, and they did a movie at Sloan Park, which was a huge success. So there's a lot of things to do in Bloomingdale. You just sort of have to look for it. And on the Bloomingdale Library's website, there's a whole list of the activities that are going on. It's easy to find, but there's a lot of really fun stuff going on in this town. I'm Jennifer Ellis, broker at Home Sweet Home Enterprises. My office is located in Bloomingdale, New Jersey. Thanks for watching.